people's reactions were just, I couldn't believe how excited people were, because I appreciate what it is and the significance, but it's in a case, you can't touch it, and it is just, it's text, it's printed text, it's, it's not as if it's handwritten or anything, but people absolutely love it. And then the first time we took it out on the Folio tour was to Sutton Coldfield Library, and again, not really knowing what to expect. Over 300 people, massive queue of people. And also what we didn't kind of factor in is how long people want to sort of stand beside it and talk to people about it. So that's been really interesting to see that. Yeah.
We don't know how much the folio is worth, but it's certainly insured for £5 million. It's one of Birmingham City Council's most expensive cultural assets. Normally, if you lend an asset, you'll be lending it to another institution, and they take responsibility and they put in all the right climate control and security and take over insurance and all that sort of thing. If you're taking something to a community centre or to a local library or to a church or to the prison, those are not professional museum standard places. So all of those regulations around how you can actually present a 400-year-old book so that you don't ruin it, so it doesn't get damp and mouldy, so that there's reasonable security in place. All of that had to be worked out in advance.
Every time they see wherever we go, the folio gets a response. And that response is, it's a book, or how much is it worth? Or it's a kind of almost like, some people react to it like it's a sacred object, which I think is fascinating.
It was written in 1623.
Hello.
I'm thinking, gosh.
It's just an incredible thing to see that, so old and written by such a famous guy.
Just the sort of history of it just seems that's so old, and something that we're all familiar with. Everyone knows Shakespeare and the plays.
It's something we wanted to give the children an opportunity to come and visit. I'm sort of from Birmingham, from Sutton myself anyway, and we just thought it was a really good opportunity for them to see something fantastical and very important culturally, both for the Midlands and the world, really.
This was founded for all the people as the the most comprehensive, valuable collection imaginable, but not just for the credentialed and for the educated and the privileged, but for all the people of the city. That meant that we've been taking what otherwise would be seen as quite a rarefied specialist collection out to people and communities who might not expect to engage with it, normally speaking.
The bullring was just on a whole other level in terms of the sort of logistics and in terms of what happened on the day. But yeah, huge, children, all ages, people from all different backgrounds, shopping, people that perhaps knew about it. Lots of people won't have known about it and just stumbled across it and happened to catch a performance and maybe, came in to look at the folio as well.
I'm from this city, and so to be able to, many years later, turn around and be patron for this project, which holds at its heart the understanding that you should share. Whatever you have, you should share, and the best culture in our country should be shared. It was a privilege and an honour, so I said yes. Yeah, it's very important to bring this work into the city where everyone can take part, see it, and understand, first and foremost, that it belongs to them.
If I look back, that probably is the most interesting. It's one of the most challenging. It really was incredibly institutionally difficult to deliver that. It's a story that I hope we will be able to tell and share and encourage other institutions to be brave and to do similar things. And we've certainly learned from it ourselves, so it gives us scope in the future.
I think I started saying the People's Folio, but I think it's sort of become the People's Folio through the brilliant efforts of everybody on the project, and that's been very interesting. That you can have a sort of activist relationship to heritage. By which I simply mean, you can make intangible heritage, and I think this project has taught me that.